Yeah, because they have a tool for opening up.
Because I got all these seats. I've got your seats.
Yeah, I have a ton of seats.
So I just don't have to.
We could put it on the playground stuff. There's like 12.
Maybe you gave the Marty gave the me.
Are the rainbow colors? There's like blue, green, yellow.
I have black. I got the rainbow.
You got the rainbow. I got colored.
First comes. So, should I talk to Eric about getting the tool?
If he shows up,
Because I'll do them, but I just need to write it.
it's a special spreader. Yes.
It's the only one I found my book. Never found my book. I got papers. I didn't figure my space cat. Red pencil? You'd be like a teacher. Or a yellow marker.
Built one little bird. He hasn't been doing
I'd like to call to order the Shandaken Town Board meeting for the month of August 2018. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Board Member Alba. Board Member DeSclafani.
Here.
Board Member Soros. Here. Board Member Van Barnum.
Here.
Supervisor Stanley.
Here. Gail will not be with us. She should be joining us later, but she had something at the hospital that came in late, so she will be joining us momentarily, hopefully. I'd entertain a motion to approve the previous town board meeting minutes.
Make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Supervisor's financial report, July 2018, revenues. Zoning fees, $250. Time Warner franchise fee, $18,163.47. Medical insurance reimbursement, $150.66. Police fees, $15. Ambulance fees, $6,601.54. Town clerk fees, Easy Pass Conservation, $336.50. Cell tower, $973.64. Justice fees, $15,899. Building permit fees, $2,295. Dog licenses, $129.50. Town clerk interest and penalties, $24,768.88. Ambulance donation, $250. Planning fees, $750. Phoenicia Water District interest, $1.21. Miscellaneous revenue, unclassified revenue, $697. Registrar, $20. Phoenicia Water miscellaneous revenue, $25. State aid mortgage tax, $30,245.98. Heritage donations, $6,180. Phoenicia water rents, $16,000. Shandaken Rural Cemetery, $185. Shandaken Rural Cemetery, $1,600. Building contract expense refund, $1.04. And the Higley settlement, $897.86 for a grand total of $126,436.28. Communications, I did not have time to draw up my usual comments for the opening of the meeting. Most of the stuff we have to deal with tonight is pretty straightforward. First, we just held a public hearing. A number of months ago, we were approached by an applicant for the planning board. A gentleman wants to open a ropes adventure course in 2 lots in Big Indian, right on Route 28 across from Wayside Cabins. The activity isn't allowed in R15, but it's allowed in R5. So there was a map amendment set forth to change it all from R5 or R15 to R5 because the zoning split the parcels in a catty-corner fashion. We believe it was due to back in the day when they first digitized the map that they just drew a straight line and went catty-corner because it made no sense to split the parcel as a zoning district. So by making the parcels wholly R5, the gentleman went through his whole site plan review, met all the environmental background check, everything went through. It's all approved by the planning board, and this is the last step, is the town board needs to adopt local law number 2 in order to amend the zoning map to allow this activity to occur. Safari, that's our flood mitigation group. We have 2 properties down by Mount Tremper Bridge, and the property owners have asked to enter into the DEP buyout, or at least investigate what DEP would be willing to offer them for their 2 parcels. The current owners are Rodney Sage and Racine Schurter, and they're the former Dorian Hoyt properties for people that are down in Mount Tremper. Highway, we had a shared service agreement with Ulster, Woodstock, and Hurley, and that sweeper got in an accident and is no longer working. So in order for them to get the insurance claim through Woodstock, we have to disavow the agreement so that they can get the claim and everybody can get reimbursed for the purchase. The town, again, we've had an issue that's been going on for a number of years now. It's been building and growing. We were waiting, we kept hearing the state was going to deal with this, we kept hearing county was going to deal with this with legislation, but it's really going to come up to the local communities to do this, and it's really about the Airbnbs and short-term rentals. So tonight we're appointing members of the town board, planning board, zoning board, as well as Howie McGowan, our zoning officer, to do a committee to look into how to best approach this. Again, we know there are benefits, but there's also bad things that are happening out there. I mean, people are getting their lawns driven over, they're being trespassed upon, there's trash. Rick, what's the... we got to get a law on this, Rick. It's rampant, and quite honestly, from my perspective, it's really destroying the neighborhoods. We don't have neighborhoods anymore because, as one of my board members can attest, who's trying to look for a house, it's impossible to find a house because everybody's buying them, putting them on Airbnb, and it increases the prices to where it's outlandish, so a young couple can't buy it and purchase in the area. So we'll be looking at that for the next few months.
Rental stock is non-existent for rentals, anyone who wants to rent.
Long-term rentals, yeah.
Long-term,
Yeah.
yeah.
Town of Shandaken is part of the Scenic Byway, and the Scenic Byway Committee has had discussions. They want to have a sign opposite the exit from Bel Air on Route 28. It'll be on the hillside, basically saying mileage counts to different hamlets along the way, so it'll tell you how far Phoenicia is, how far Pine Hill. It also goes all the way up to Andy's, so that'll be going in. We're going out to bid for a sign opposite Bel Air tonight. We had family members of Sheriff Mike LaPaglia. Mike was a Shandaken resident, who was Ulster County Sheriff for near 11 years. Their family members have reached out to us and asked to have the county bridge in Phoenicia, the Bridge Street Bridge, dedicated in his name. So we have a resolution that will be sending along to county, and county will process it from there. Hopefully we can get this done before the end of the year, maybe. And last but not least is a town board liquor license notification waiver. Woodstock Brewing Company is looking to get their liquor license. Generally, they're asked to put a liquor license notice out there for 30 days, and the town board, as a courtesy, has always done this. We give them a waiver so that they don't have to wait for 30 days and they can just get their liquor license much quicker. Aside from that, I know there's a number of people here tonight that are here, they want to address a certain issue. Some of them may not be the same. I know Rick's going to have his little corner tidbits at the end of the meeting. But I'd ask, again, you wait until the open public comment period. Let us get through our business. So that way anybody who's here for that specific business may leave or go. And then we can go into full discussion with some of these other issues that you folks want to talk about. When we do get to that part, I ask that you be respectful. Just address the board. Try not to get into cross conversations or arguments with people. And we can work through this. With that, I'll move on to committee reports. In ambulance, Chief did not show up. All right. Total calls received 36, mutual aid given 3, mutual aid received 2. As summer hits, it's midway point. I'm hoping everyone has been enjoying and taking in all that the town has to offer. I would also like to remind everyone that the ambulance is always ready to answer any calls for service. I would like to remind everyone that if they have an emergency, to call 911 and not the numbers that are in the phone books. This also goes for all the fire departments and police department. This way, everyone gets the speedy service that we as an agency strive to supply to the town and everyone in it. Also, please remember to share the road with everyone that is out there driving, riding, or walking. And if you are enjoying an adult beverage, please not drive under the influence, and to please get a ride. Nothing makes a fun time turn into a bad time more than getting arrested or worse, injured in the car accident. Also, we at the ambulance hope to see everyone at Shandaken Day in a couple of weeks. As always, I would like to end my report by saying have a safe and healthy month. We have vehicle mileages there. Stay safe out there, bring it with. Building and zoning. Mr. McGowan.
Okay, for the month of July, I had issued 17 building permits, 4 demolition permits, 43 building inspections, 8 certificates of occupancy, and 13 certificates of compliance. And the total income was $2,630.
Thank you. Please, Chief Story.
210 calls for service and 63 summonses issued and 16 arrests. I just want to say thank you to all the volunteers at the Festival of Voice. The parking, traffic people were great, and they really made our job easy. So thanks. That's it.
Thank you. Finish your water, Alfred.
Very little to say other than it's working good and working well rather, and everything was fine over the weekend. All the people are around. Rick only used about 77. So,
And you can water your lawns if you want.
so everything's in good shape.
Yeah, on another note, we had our grant was due on the 27th. We got it in on the 26th. The total final blowout price for all this work, $749,000 and change. And the 750 was the max you could apply for, so we're just under the wire on that. We'll see where it goes. We'll get an answer probably in November or December from the state. Keep our fingers crossed.
Thanks.
Pine Hill Water, no report. Museum.
We have good news and some not so good news, but mostly it's good. Our museum is growing. In the last month, we have had a doubling of people attending the museum from 22 in June to 44, and this weekend we had 26 people. We are requisitioning an extra day, Mondays, because usually all the holidays fall on Mondays, so that other people could attend. Other people have been asking that we add days. That's number one, just the requisition. Number two is we did send the minutes of the meeting this week out to everyone. And in the minutes of the meeting, we addressed some of the issues that are still outstanding. We have representatives from Albany coming on Friday. I'm not thrilled that they're coming Friday, but it seems that we can't change it because they will be looking at the building, and we still have problems. We did get $2,000 from the town. Thank you. We just got our one bid so far in for all of the work that needs to be done. We'd like to use up that $2,000 as soon as possible for the front entry step, but the steps from the street and the railing and all the other additional work are approximately another $3,000 for a total of just over $5,000. We could save about $700 if the town picks up demos the steps and picks it up and takes it away. The rest of the work that needs to be done is still pretty much what's on the list, except for the batteries for the exit lights. Those are in, and the emergency lights around the building. I am told they're in. We still have a little telephone issue, but I think it's a non-issue at this point. We still don't have water in the building, and lots of major repairs.
Hot water.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I did prepare a budget and submitted it. I hope nobody fainted from it. I know Frank Spina delivered the actual budget to you personally, and that's like if we did everything on that list. Obviously, not everything's going to happen at the same time, but we do need an operating budget, and we do need to give our director a raise who hasn't had a raise in, 4 or 5 years, and it's not much, and she's doing everything. We need also rubbish removal, because at this point she's taking it home, and a cleaning person, because honestly the museum is pretty dirty and we're getting a lot of traffic at this point. Everything else is being done by the board, and the board is terrific. Everybody works way more than they need to. Our main concern is saving the building at this point, because it is crumbling before our eyes. And the collections are not going to survive if we don't get that work done. And that's it.
So this Friday, do you know what time?
11 o'clock.
Yeah, we sent you a memo.
Yeah, I'm coming out of the dentist right about that. That's gonna be a great day for me. Eric, can we get rid of that slate in the front and walk? Yeah. All right, so that's one.
No, it's not pulled up because we need an approval for the rest of the work to be done, which is the railing. The real big major stuff is that step and that railing, and then everything else we could just take.
Well, I'd have to look at budget and see what we
Yeah.
have. But, the other ones, Doug. So Doug went and
Doug
fixed
was
the
there
emergency
on
lights.
Sunday.
Right.
I didn't look at I thought I spoke to him about an on-demand order heater.
He didn't look at that, she said, he just did the exit lights.
We had a conversation maybe on this week.
Okay, but anyway, certainly I'm working with the board and the town to.
And just technically, your director has received a raise every year. So she's been here, like every year she's got, it's
Oh, well,
not
he says
decided.
great, doesn't.
5.
When you're doing, pretty much the laundry, and I don't know that it counts, but it's really nice that she got a raise, but she's doing the work of 3 or 4 people. She's doing rubbish, she's
Appreciate
doing
it.
cleanup, she's doing,
I know, I see you there all the time.
and she lives there, pretty much.
Yeah.
So anyway, we really need to address that, so she comes up to like a reputable salary. She does a lot of research. In fact, this month alone, I know she did research for the town, and she's working on like 4 or 5 other projects. So, her time really should be spent on doing that rather than, cleaning and miscellaneous other stuff. But other than that, we thank you. We thank you for letting us use the building.
Doris, is there anything that the museum can offer that would be a source of revenue, constant revenue?
Well, we are planning to hold a couple of, fundraising events, but we really can't, we're all leery about having anything that's fundraising that draws a lot of people simply because it's not safe to be in that building.
But I mean like a service, like a genealogy.
Yeah, we do that. We do that right now. That is a service to the community.
For that?
It's donation.
See, I think there's some things that you could probably figure out that might be a charge.
We did talk about that this week,
Yeah.
that we were planning to do that, we printed up envelopes with suggested, donation if somebody does a
Right.
genealogy, research thing. And then we're trying to get other people in the community interested, have them hold events. I mean, there's a beautiful teepee, if nobody saw that
The teepee's
teepee.
fantastic.
It's fantastic.
It's so
Everybody's
great.
coming to see the teepee,
Yeah.
so we're gonna do an event around the teepee. So our real issue right now is that we don't feel safe about the building, the steps coming down
Right,
into the,
of
and
course,
and
yeah.
Frank did all the landscaping, so he went in, he cleaned, he planted.
And did you get that tree down?
No, the tree still is not down. The list basically, I'm gonna send a revised, I prepared it, I didn't send it because I thought, let's just hold a meeting and then, pretty much other than those 4 items, everything else is still on the list.
Good,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Great, you're welcome.
Recreation.
Marty's not here tonight, but I just wanted to give everybody an update on the Big Union Park gazebo project. We put the electric lines and Cat 5 wires in today. The pad's been put in. The gazebo's supposed to come Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, depending upon weather. So that'll be in, then we have to finish up the electrical. We're having a party, if nobody saw it yet, to dedicate the gazebo on Sunday, September 2nd, from 4 to 7 p.m. 4 to 5, we'll thank everybody who helped us with it. From 5 to 7, Thunder Ridge is playing. And again, this party is for the Shandaken community, and specifically the Big Indian Alabria community, to help bring the people of the community together, meet your neighbors. Hi, how are you? The fire department is cooking hot dogs free, so come get a hot dog, maybe some burgers as long as they last. And if anybody needs a flyer, we do need a couple of things. The porta potty that's there is disgusting. I'm telling you, even for a guy to go in. We could use a second porta potty, at least for the event. And is there any way we can have garbage cans there for that day? And we've got garbage cans and stuff, what do I do with the garbage?
Yeah, let me see what I
You
can.
want to think about it, let me know?
Yeah.
That'd be great. Okay, and I'll leave some of these flyers up. I hope everybody comes. Oh, the other thing is, we're hoping that community organizations, like the museum, will set up a table and show the community, this is who we are, this is what we do. So we invite all community organizations to attend with a table. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. And lastly, Shandaken Day. So the chair could not be here tonight because I don't know why. Make that obvious. But everything's all set. We're ready to go. We'll be at the Catskill Interpretive Center on Saturday, August 18th from 10 a.m. to 6. I'm happy and honored to announce tonight that this year's Pride of Shandaken Award winner will be former Fire Chief Jody Rossins, who passed away earlier this year. We feel that Jody was a great contributor to our community. He's a great asset for our community, and we're sorry to say that we weren't able to give it to him while he was alive, but at least we'd like to honor him in this fashion while he's still in our memories. Aside from that, we do have some new activities this year. I know we're going to have the infamous human foosball tournament again. No steel-toed boots, thank you. We are going to have a tie-dye thing. I'm not exactly sure everything that's going on. We do have Keegan Ales and Full Moon Resort are helping to sponsor the foosball tournament, so if you want to come down and taste a couple of Keegan's ales, be welcome. And we also have, I forget the band's name.
Thunder Ridge.
Wild Blue, that's right, thank you. So we have Wild Blue again playing for us. We'll play through most of the day. I certainly hope you folks, if you haven't been to one, come on down. Again, we're going to be in Mount Tremper on 2 Saturdays. And it's just a fun event. We have a good time. And the kids have a great time, especially in the afternoon, about 12, 1 o'clock. We'll start kicking off the kids' games and culminate with the ever-popular watermelon eating.
You just said on 2 Saturdays.
2 Saturdays, yeah.
Oh, 2 Saturdays. Oh, okay.
In 2 Saturdays.
And 2 Saturdays. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing 2 Saturdays.
Yeah. I was like,
Okay. With that,
I have.
go ahead, Joyce.
Okay, so you go first.
Oh, I just wanted to say that concerning Spectrum and people who can't get their cable. I got a resource, a telephone number that I have 2 successful people who both were quoted between 10 and 12,000 to get their internet and everything in. They called this number, and within a day, Spectrum called and said, "Oh, we're doing it for free now." So it's an organization that does not like monopolies, and they're very strong, and they make a difference with Spectrum. So if you want to just get a hold of Joyce, she'll give you my telephone number, and I'll give you the information. Anybody out there who
Is that
can't
something
get
to
it.
post?
Why can't you give Joyce the number so she can?
I can, but I need to explain to each person and see where they're at, see what part of the county.
And is that still current with Spectrum now being kicked out?
It just happened 3 days ago with the second person, so, yeah.
Joyce?
Okay, so just a reminder, so you know, the DMV van only comes the first Fridays of the month. It used to come every other week, but it comes the first Fridays of the month. It's here behind the town hall. Also, we have a mobile vet van will be coming again Saturday, September 22nd, and they do surgeries on dogs and cats. They do rabies and distemper shots at 9 a.m., no appointment needed. And also, we have a $25 cat spay program in town, and if you live in town of Shandaken, you can get the voucher at my office. As compared to paying $300 at a vet, it's quite a savings, and it's really an awesome program. And the van is here all day. You can call them if you need any other surgeries, and I have that information on our website as well as our Facebook page. And speaking of our website, all the events for the town are put on there as soon as I get them. So you can just scroll down and everything's listed chronologically. And that's it. I didn't do all the other events. Let them look it up. There's too many.
I know, there's a
It's
lot.
like,
August is
you know,
then-
stop by, call me.
Anybody else have events? Nope. With that, we'll move on to public comments and resolutions. Told you, you can speak at the end, right? You know that. There's no motion, so we'll move on. I'm sorry, Kevin.
So I have a couple of comments on a couple of resolutions. Resolution number 104 to approve the land rezoning. I think that this resolution ends up coming to us because we didn't do a creative enough job at the planning board and zoning board level. I think that the zoning enforcement officer at the time, the prior zoning enforcement officer, preferred this approach, and it was said that it was going to be quicker. It's been a long time, and I think the standard approach of a subdivision to have created these two different parcels would have been more preferable. It doesn't look like it would be beneficial now to advocate for that. So I'm not objecting to this going forward, but I just hope that we can ask the new zoning officer and the planning board and the zoning board to use other alternatives before rezoning properties. To rezone a property is a big deal,